Team is just slightly the better one, so I wouldn't have changed my prediction if I had the chance. So.
Yeah.
The creep wave still in his favor.
And Omnina hasn't gone for Rolling Blades.
At first blood. They get him underneath the tower to secure your draw lane.
And now the OD's fallen behind in CS in the mid lane. 13 to 11.
Oh, Savage, Pasha, gonna get that Burrow Strike off. They'll keep him slowed up, but maybe they're splitting up so he can't get an easy decay. But with the Gust back, they've got some space. Pasha's dropping down low. Savage still with a caustic on him. He won't fall from this. The VP definitely trying to make it so this
somewhat in danger of dying down there.
And then Lil rotates over. All that purification. Hits Ramsey's hard, but he knows he's okay. Lil's still bottling him up. Ramsey doesn't have an open wounds available. He's got Rage up if he wants to have another crack, but MSS is already back into the safety range of the Tier 1 tower.
And Pasha narrowly escapes a gank on the top lane with a level 1 and Sandstorm. Picked it up quite early. I like that pickup.
Yeah, Ramsey's
somewhat in danger of dying down there.
And then Lil rotates over. All that purification. Hits Ramsey's hard, but he knows he's okay. Lil's still bottling him up. Ramsey doesn't have an open wounds available. He's got Rage up if he wants to have another crack, but
MSS is already back. It's all a little bit slow. It's more so that the supports have to actually invest some wards.
MSS, this is very optimistic. He's chasing down, looking for Lil. Optimistic actually pays off. Got close enough for the purification.
Jungle, there aren't any stacks for him
Savage,
to take, but
Savage is actually pinched at the moment. The SK can come in through the river, and Solo and no one move up through the bottom part of the river. They saw him thanks to the Observer Ward. They just need the proper stun, and then no one can just raise him down. So good maneuver. Nice Observer Ward just sitting on the hillside that saw it all happen. Two really nicely placed razors. Because while you're doing this, sure, AUI is getting far, but is this really worth it? The amount of time he's spending out of lane? I suppose you're getting the farm into Rubik, right?
Yeah,
until
they need
now.
the level. And now they're like Pasha's skipping creeps on top, and Rose has stolen level 1 Sandstorm, another benefit of playing
Problem is he just left Envy by himself in the mid lane. Envy starting his TP out. No one was winding up the ult. He's just got enough damage. MSS's TP couldn't arrive in time, and now he's kind of staring down the barrel of a very blood-raged also preparing for a gank on top. Pasha's going to Burrow Strike over. If you can bring the balls in close, the damage will be decent onto a Rubik, but decent is not enough, and they can't bring him out of the stolen Sandstorm. Now Rose actually starting his TP. Pasha won. It was actually only half the second till that Burrow Strike was back off cooldown. Beautifully played up there by Theban.
He had a sentry ward on Pasha.
Relocate. We're going for a trip to absolutely nowhere. I think that was part of the plan.
We'll like kind of pressure VP to make multiple decisions. Like they need to take down the T1 on the top. They need to protect Roche. They need to contest the Ancients, and they need to get farm up themselves.
Virtus Pro coming in to fight.
Yeah, they have the Sand King Blink Dagger. Let's watch his positioning.
Oh, there's going to be our first big 5-on-5 fight. If VP can find a good positioning, NP are being very defensive about this, only leaving AUI in the front lines. They put down the Observer Wars, sentries are planted so they can see it. The epicenter channeling up from Pasha. Blinks in with the Burrow Strike, looking for the kill on MSS, but it's not going to be enough. Now they turn on the GA and Solo gets evaporated. Now maybe no one can turn this fight around. Bring out that big Requiem, but it's just too much. NP, they don't have the damage. They don't actually have the positioning either. So Droga stunned up high while you're losing the Rubik in the mid to no one getting a triple kill. NP lose 4. Looked like they were going to originally survive. We can see that maneuver.
I think he's just outside the Observer Ward range. They placed one right on AUI, but he astrals the Sand King and all the spells come out from the Omni Knight, but then he gets Requiem, then easily Shadow Race down. And now they're trying to go for Roche, but SVG gets bashed up. SF Illusions scouting them out. They have involved in that fight.
I don't think she wants to be at this point. If she's still farming up the Ancients, unless she's going to walk in. That Observe Ward on the hillside from Virtus Pro, it would have scattered a small movement, not to mention the one which is sitting just in front of that bottom rune. But they're quick enough. They've done it. They actually pick up the Aegis Immortal, they get into the hands of AUI, and they'll get out before Virtus Pro can react. Or can they? Pasha's in close. He's lined up. He gets a double Burrow Strike. The Gust is actually going to miss. Same with the Decay, and now no one looks to open up. AUI separated from the rest of his team, sitting inside the pit. No one just going to TP out. They don't want the fight. Positioning isn't perfect for them. Just water up before let it go. Reached it. So they do not know, but the smoke is going to break in just a second, but they're out of range of the Observer and Sentry. So they tether forward. AUI massively separated from the rest of the pack. He's already broken down. He'll Hurricane Pike himself down, but into the waiting arms of Ramses. The Burrow Strike is there, and they kill off the Drone Ranger. No one lines up the ult. He doesn't actually hit on anybody apart from his own teammates, but there's still 2 heroes down for MP. They're trying to bail out of here with at least casualties as possible, but it's still going to be 3 heroes lost for MP. 12-2 on the board, and Virtus Pro, they are in. They've got perfect control of this
potentially
game.
just to go for some picks and open up the map for them a little bit more, but in the straight 5-on-5s, it's not really going to feel very useful.
Speaking of pick, there's the Blink Burrow Strike. They're going to Hurricane Pike him up. The heals were enough from Savage as well as MSS. Now they try and turn the fight. Lil is pretty low, but you have to remember, no one is pretty big, and he has that fresh BKB on him. So if Eternal Envy wants to fight this one, no one will be happy to turn the focus to Ramses. He's the one on the front lines. Diffuser Blade charge over on the OD. They push him up. Pasha's Burrow Strike still connected. Another defensive imprisonment. They're kiting around Virtus Pro nicely. Requiem, very ineffective against MP. Well, they're looking for another target. The Blink, the Yule Scepter is up. Rose, oh, he went to Sandstorm. They missed the target. The Gem of True Sight of MP now lost. It was sitting on the Rubik. There was no one that got the kill, but now they're going to multicast over on Eternal Envy. This could be him down. No buyback, a double kill for the SF, and a double Burrow Strike from Pasha. Right on the money. Triple kill for no one. He'll look to make it something a little bit more. Will it be the Rampage? It's an ultra kill at the moment. Savage is the last one left alive. Push him in, and there it is. A Virtus Pro Rampage will force the GG call out of MP, and that is one very dominant game from Virtus Pro with a double Rampage just to add some icing onto the cake.